A couple of years ago, Microsoft tried to introduce a feature called Smart Tags, and now the new Google toolbar has something similar called Autolink. The idea here is to turn text on a page, in this case an address, into a link, in this case a link to Google Maps. Autolink can also find ISBN numbers on web pages and turn those into links. In this case, the links go to Amazon.com. This kind of thing concerns some people because if the new scientist had intended to link to Amazon.com, they would have. Is this fair to the new scientist? And is it fair to Amazon's competitors? I'm not a lawyer, but this issue seems to boil down to a question of whether rewriting a web page creates a derivative work that tramples on the rights of the content author. Things get even more interesting when the author of the web page isn't somebody like the new scientist, but is instead somebody like Amazon.com. A couple of years ago, I noticed that the correspondence between ISBN numbers in Amazon URLs and ISBN numbers as used by library catalog systems made it possible to automate the lookup of library books directly from Amazon. I'm not altering Amazon's web page in order to do this, but I am running a little piece of JavaScript code called a bookmarklet in the context of Amazon's page. This turned out to be such a useful idea that I decided to generalize it. The library lookup project began as a collection of these kinds of bookmarklets. For 5 of the popular catalog systems, I created lists of bookmarklets that people could find and install. This extended the lookup capability to patrons of thousands of libraries around the world. When I got tired of maintaining the static lists of bookmarklets, I created a little service that you can use to generate a bookmarklet for your library, and there are now 18 different catalog systems that are supported. What if I didn't have to click a toolbar link to do the lookup? Suppose the Amazon page could do that for me automatically. Thanks to a Firefox extension called GreaseMonkey, it can. GreaseMonkey is a framework for writing code that runs in the context of web pages, like bookmarklets do, but that can do more powerful things. Watch what happens when I refresh this page after enabling my library lookup GreaseMonkey script. Hey, it's available at the Keene Library. Cool. Let's see what else I might be able to find at the library while I'm down there. Looks like this book's available too. This one's not available, so the script just leaves the Amazon page alone. And this one is in the library, but it's checked out and it's not due back until the 27th. What if I want to be reminded when the book is returned to the library? I thought about using the link I'd added to put the book on a watch list, and then I realized I didn't have to. Amazon already has a wish list, and the Amazon API gives me access to it. So I wrote a script that checks my Amazon wish list once a day, scans for books that are available at the library, and writes an RSS feed that I can monitor in blog lines. The distinction between web content and web services has always been blurry, but in recent months it's gotten even blurrier. In an earlier screencast, I showed how I can interpolate my own GPS data into Google Maps. I've also shown how Amazon's Open Search enables me to interpolate InfoWorld's search results into A9's results page. The ability to recombine things in these ways is a source of great power, and it's an engine of innovation. Clearly, we need to make judgments about what's proper and what's not. But every time we try to draw the line, it turns into a yin-yang diagram. Content and services are deeply intertwined, and we're fast moving into a world where everyone both creates and consumes these things. There are going to have to be rules of engagement, but I don't think anyone knows yet what those rules are going to be. It's going to take a while to sort this out, and in the meantime, I think the best we can do is try to cut one another some slack.